hiding and grouping rows or columns in Microsoft Excel. So for this lecture, we're going to use the sales database V2. And for this example in particular, I've taken a sales evolution from January all the way to December for 3 products. But it's actually split for every month between actuals and budget. Now let's assume you don't want to see this whole picture, okay? You don't want to see the whole sales, the whole actuals and budget, because the truth is there's 24 columns and it's very hard unless you have a very big screen to see all of them at the same time. What can you do about it? Well, there's 2 things. The first one is you can select a column, you can right click and you can click hide. And as you can see, it's hidden and you can't see column E here at all. You can do this for every single cell and then it's going to appear very nice and tidy. However, what I don't like about hiding columns or rows is that for you to recover them, you either have to right click and click on hide, or you can drag the cell from here and just put it in its former place. Now, the problem with this is that you might not see that the cells are hidden there. You might forget. The spreadsheet might become very complicated. And for that reason, I prefer grouping. And as you can see, we go on the data tab right here, and all the way to the far right, you have the outline section where you have the group button. And let me just show you how this works. I simply click on that column and group it. And as you can see, this thing pops up here. Let me just group product Y as well. And this one will pop up here as well. And I can do the same for every single budget column in here. This is me assuming that where at the end of the year or the beginning of the year in January, we have all the data from the previous year and we just want to hide the budget because we don't want to see all of that information. If we want to see it, we can expand it, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that right now. So as you can see, all of these symbols appear here on the top, and if you click the minus button, it will actually collapse them. And you can do this for each and every one, and you can do it for the row as well. As you can see, this is much tidier and much more organized because you always know that there's a cell that is grouped right here. And the shortcut to this is to press the 1 or the 2 buttons for both rows or columns. So if I press the 1 button, that's the compressed form. If I press the 2 button, that is the expanded form. And that's the quick way of you grouping and well, actually making the cells visible or not visible in their particular groups. Now, if I want to ditch all of this, I'll simply select all the rows, or I'll simply select the row that is grouped right here and press ungroup. And as you can see now, when I drag it, it's still there. And I can do the same for all the ones here, press ungroup, and they're all hidden in between these cells right here. So that's grouping and ungrouping. I think that if you use very data intensive spreadsheets, if you have a lot of information there and a lot of it you can actually compress, then this is a feature that you need to pay particular attention to and get used to it, because it can make things much easier for you in the long term.